Hello there. Welcome to your first day of online all at home. It's kind of sad that I'm not going to see you this week, but I have a fun week planned for us. We're going to meet 3 times on Zooms. So have Mom or Dad look at that schedule. Do you notice I'm a little dark? Because I'm going to read you a story today about a fish who lives way down at the bottom of the ocean. And it's so dark down there. And he gets scared. Oh, it is called the pout fish. And the big dark. Look at the pout fish. Does he look a little scared? His mouth even goes down, doesn't it? Now, the author of the story, the person who wrote the words, is Deborah Deason. The person who drew the pictures, so the illustrator, is Dan Hannah. They work together. Do you want to read this story with me? Later today, when we meet together on Zoom, we're going to be writing about our pout fish. So I'll explain that at the very end, okay? A doozy of a dowsy made Mrs. Harclon yawn. Why do we yawn? You're right. It's when we're tired, we yawn. Then a big current swooshed, and her pearl was gone. So she is an oyster, and oysters have a pearl inside. So she sneezed, and it rolled around. Uh-oh, that's not good. Let's see what happens. Mr. Fish swam forth. Mrs. Clam, don't weep. What does weep mean? Do you know? What if I went like this? Weep means to cry big tears. I will find your pearl. That's a promise I will keep. Ooh, so he's going to help. Is that being a good friend? He looks happy right there. He swooshed through the water, swished close to the sand, and he eyed every inch of the busy bottom land. I'm noticing some of those words are rhyming. Sand, land. And over here is weep, keep. He's looking everywhere. Do you see what he might mistake the pearl for? Do you see those little rocks? He found a mucky marble where he thought the pearl might be. Then a hidden voice whispered, "It's further out to sea." Oh, he must have seen it roll somewhere, because a pearl is in the shape of a sphere, which is like a ball shape, and it must have rolled farther into the sea. So he swam a little deeper when the light grew dimmer. As his heart fluttered, Mr. Fish grew grimmer. So he grew a little sadder. I'm fast as a snailfish. I'm strong as a shark. I'm smart as a dolphin, but I'm scared of the dark. Oh, he's a whole lot of things, but he's afraid of the dark. Are you afraid of the dark? I don't know. If I walked out of the school right now because it's dark out there, because it's like 7 o'clock at night, I might be a little scared. But I would have to say to myself, don't worry, you're safe. That's what we could tell pout fish, right? Don't worry, you're safe. He kept on searching all along the ocean bottom, through a reef, through a wreck, swimming far from the shore. Ooh, look what's at the bottom of that ocean. That's pretty cool. Mr. Fish felt a pout poach on his hope. Then the whisper from before said, "It's down behind the slope." Ooh. His friends are hoping he'll find it. Remember, he promised the oyster that he would find that pearl. He said, "I promise." So he has to work really hard to keep that promise. So he swam a little deeper when the light grew dimmer. As his heart fluttered, Mr. Fish grew grimmer. Does that page look familiar? It says the same things. All the things that he is, but the one thing he's not. Remember what he's afraid of? Right, he's afraid of the dark. But he is fast as a sailfish. He is strong as a shark. He is smart as a dolphin. But he's scared of the dark. A whirl of wiggly worms had a search team swirl, and they helped with the hunt for the yawn-gone pearl. But nothing was discovered, so it wasn't found. So Mr. Fish felt despair. He felt defeated. He wanted to give up. Then that soft voice whispered, "In the trench, check over there." So he swam a little deeper, and it got darker. When the light grew dimmer as his heart fluttered, Mr. Fish grew grimmer. "I'm fast as a sailfish. I'm strong as a shark. I'm smart as a dolphin, but I'm scared of the dark. I won't keep swimming in this deep heap black. I know I made a promise, but this fish is heading back." Look at how dark it is. You can hardly see him. I see the glare of my light. Do you see him? Then a whisper, now familiar, whisked away his dread. "You can do it, Mr. Fish," her sweet voice said. Though there wasn't any light, not the smallest nor the dimmest, Mr. Fish felt braver. Ooh, ... Before I turn the page, remember how sometimes the author leaves us in suspense with those ... right? So he wanted to give up, but that voice that kept on whispering to him, kept on encouraging him, saying, "You can do it, you can do it, don't give up, I'm going to help you, I'm going to show you where it's at." You want to see what the next page is? Cheer On by Miss Shimmer. "Two are faster than a sailfish, two are stronger than a shark, two are smarter than a dolphin, two are bigger than the dark." Did they work together as a team? This was the character that was whispering the entire time to Mr. Fish. Look at how dark it is again. Would you be braver if you had a friend next to you? I would too. So they swam down together, holding fin to fin, when suddenly, amazingly, ... Now, if you look really close, it's supposed to be dark, but I see this giant eyeball right there. It's super dark. They were both scared, but together they were braver. Let's see what that is. I don't remember. Light shined on it. What'd they find? What was it they were looking for? You're right, it's the pearl. Mr. Fish said yes! Mrs. Shimmer shouted yay! There's Mrs. Clam's pearl. Hooray, hooray! Now, who do you think's going to be really happy at the end? I think Mrs. Clam will be too. Ooh, they smooched Mr. Lantern. Look at the lanternfish. That lanternfish helped them. How did the lanternfish help them? Do you see that? A lanternfish shines lights like a lantern. There is such thing as called a lanternfish. Then they smiled as they swam, weaving back through the water to a happy Mrs. Clam. They were going up, 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 up. The whole gang gathered, feeling glorious and proud, and they swam in a circle as they sang out loud. The ocean is wide and the ocean is deep, but friends help friends. Well, that's a promise we will keep. Do we help our friends at school? If somebody needed help, would you help them? Yeah, we've been talking about how to be a good friend, and good friends help each other out. We are bigger. Yes, bigger. Always big. Big, bigger. We are bigger than the dark. So together, they found that pearl and they helped their friend. Now, let me tell you what you are going to be doing later today with me in Zoom. This is what I want you to bring with you. I want you to bring your fish with you. In my introduction to all of the work that you're going to be doing this week, I gave you this. Okay, that's a cutout of the fish and the tail. So you're going to be cutting these things out, and it's going to look like this fish is swimming towards you. Okay. You are going to have some big eyes that you are going to glue on. Then today, in our Zoom meeting, we are going to be talking about this and what we can draw a picture of. I would pout. Pout means this. You'd probably be upset if you were pouting. So bring this with you today to one of our Zoom meetings, and I'll let you know which one when I send Mom or Dad the link. So you're going to bring this, and we're going to work on this together, okay? We're going to write our own word right here, what would make you pout, okay? And you're going to help me draw a picture, or you're going to draw a picture. So we'll be doing that later today. All right? Thank you. Have a great day. See you soon.